The 69th Annual Cannes Film Festival has come to an end. Last week we already saw some highlights of the glamorous events, but plenty more has happened since. In a moment we'll show you the winners of the coveted Palme d'Or. But first we look at some more films screening in Cannes this year, starting with Steven Spielberg's The BFG, a CGI-filled family blockbuster.
As I've gotten older, I've gotten more attracted to stories that are true stories, or stories that are inspired by true events. Because of that, I've gotten further and further away from the stuff that first got me to be a movie maker, which is the stuff that dreams are made of. And so BFG for me was a complete, not a return or a reinvention, but it was a return to being able to use my imagination in any way I wanted to without being constrained by the facts of a historical subject. And so I was able to just go wild in creating this world and telling the story.
Then there's Bloodfather, starring Mel Gibson, who had a blast at the festival.
Look, come on, look at this. Boats and palm trees and nice weather and good food. And
Compared to all the slow-paced, heavy dramas usually shown at Cannes, Bloodfather was a big relief, as it's basically a gritty action flick.
I didn't think of this as primarily an action film at all. I mean, it has elements like that, and I think it was, I think Jean-Francois did it he did not overcomplicate the stuff. It was just straight ahead, and it's effective.
Another movie featuring more action and tension is the French film Elle. The lead is played by Isabelle Huppert, who visited the fest for about the 100th time or so.
Well, each time it's better because it's easier in a way, because I'm used to it, and it's you don't have any fear, any tension. It's quite nice.
Elle was made by Dutch director Paul Verhoeven. Back in the 80s, he swapped the Netherlands for Hollywood when he helmed RoboCop. Now he's trying his luck in France.
When I came to France, it was better known to me, France is better known to me than the United States when I went there in '85, So in fact, the transition was probably this way from, let's say, the United States or Holland to France was somewhat easier than than going over the ocean to Los Angeles.
Then there's The Last Face, a love story set in Africa that focuses on a humanitarian crisis. The movie is directed by Sean Penn and stars his then-girlfriend, Charlize Theron.
I think Sean really wanted this film to feel like we were in a moment, a very authentic moment, and this movie is real, it's tangible. Yeah. We were there in all of the scenarios that you see on screen. I mean, those camps were created. They were somewhat made to look larger, but I mean, there were days that we had 5,000 extras walking through those camps.
Now that we've seen some of the highlights of the past couple of days, let's move on to this year's winners. The Palme d'Or, the award for Best Motion Picture, went to Ken Loach for I, Daniel Blake, making it his second time winning the prestigious trophy.
Our breath has been taken away, I have to say, because we weren't really expecting to come back. So we are quietly stunned.
Excuse me, Anne. Can I have a word, please?
Could you just give me 30 seconds, please?
Actually, can I have a word now in my office, thank you?
But there were more prizes to be handed out. In fact, the award for Best Director was given to two filmmakers, as the jury just couldn't decide.
I don't think that my work would have been recognized the way it's recognized if it had not been for Kristen Stewart. She gave her energy, her intelligence to this film. So, yeah, good prize.
I feel, very close to people who are not with us tonight for the awards. Mm-hmm. I've been also in Cannes as a juror, so I know that things can, depend very, very little. Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of taste. And it's important to preserve diversity in cinema and to watch all the films that was being screened here.
I was just enjoying the party, the awards night, and I was looking at everything nicely done, the production design of the stage, etc. And then they called my name, so I got surprised. I mean, who can beat all these wonderful, great actresses?
That's it for the 2016 Cannes Film Festival. We'll be back next year with plenty more interesting movies. For now, let's find out the answer to our movie quiz.